Gino HFDD.
So we are live, the Division One Roadshow. After much delay, you're joined on the Truth by myself, Vince Nardone, Keyshawn Thompson. How are you, Keish?
I'm good, and you guys?
We're great. And Vinny Gualano. Vinny, welcome back. Thank you for your utmost patience.
Thank you. No problem.
You went from driving your car, filming while driving, to getting ready for bed.
For those who
with
don't
a
know,
Basically, yeah.
For those who don't know, Vinny's been around for about 45 minutes just waiting on the show to start. He went from driving to downtown with his house. He brushed his teeth, he took a shower, and now he's sitting here ready to go. So thank you both for joining us.
So I think the best part about this one is that unlike the other ones, we're going to see a lot more fun with this. I think Vinny and Keyshawn are going to take the reins a little bit and not have this politically correct that the other divisions have with they're all a bunch of great guys and you know who you're playing. You guys have played each other before, and it's going to be fun.
The name of the show is The Truth, right? So Keyshawn's going to say the truth, and so is Vinny. I'm going to get you guys started with just a little recap of last time you guys met. It was on St. Patty's Day, and I know a couple guys had a couple drinks in them, but it finished 54-24. Vinny, what did you guys learn from that game, and if it was good enough, do you think you'd be able to build on that and going forward against them again now in the finals? Do you think you're ready to play finals now?
Honestly, we were missing half our squad. The half our guys who were there were drunk. So I can't really say that was a good testament to what our team can bring. The Finest are a good team, so I'm just hoping that our captains who call our game plan are ready for them. That's all I can say.
So the game plan is sobriety in this finals.
I think definitely sobriety will help. I'm not saying that's the key to winning, but I think it will help.
Keyshawn, whether Demons is sober or not, do you feel the outcome's going to be any different from last time?
Well, whether they're sober or not, that's none of my business. That's none of our business. They pick and choose however they want to show up. I think that's pretty much a disrespect to any team that's played, who they played against this year. You know, to announce that you've been drunk or you've been drinking. All the teams that beat you, that's sort of a disrespect.
Who lost to them too?
Especially to a team that lost to them. So to announce that you're sober is now like it's a disrespect to your opponent. So you show up however you want to show up to the game, but you're playing the best team in the league, so you better show up correct.
Exactly, and being the best team in the league, Keyshawn, having won 40 straight and having won, I think, 6 championships in a row, your team has the best chemistry, in any team in this league. How do you guys maintain the level of play that you show up with day in, day out? How do you keep yourself motivated to play in Division One?
Well, to have a good team, basically you got to have the right guys. But the most important thing about flag is you have to play together on a consistent basis, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You have to have the same guys covering, the same guys playing with each other, and you got to. Teams don't have the same 5 guys playing 10 games or playing 8. Normally you have guys missing, you're pulling guys here, offense on defense. But if you have the same group of guys playing on the right side and the same group of guys playing on the left side, then you're going to have pretty good chemistry, and that's all we've been doing.
And speaking of chemistry and Finest having one of the best and being together forever, and I understand how that works. It's 100%. It's all about comfort, right? It's about knowing where the guys work behind you. It's about believing in their ability to cover your back and understanding the guys' shorts are going to have your back and everybody's going to rub their route and everything's going to be in cohesion. On the other side, Demons, Vinny, you guys are relatively new together. You haven't played together very long. Do you think that had played a huge a role in your regular season success or lack thereof?
I just want to clarify one thing first, based on the last question. Keyshawn, I don't know where you took disrespect of being drunk for one game versus you, which was the question, how we're going to match up against you guys next time, based on our one experience with you, to the entire season where we were not drunk. So I don't know where one game came into the entire season, so I just want to clarify that. But to your question there, I think you could see by how we've been playing the playoffs that the chemistry on our defense has grown significantly. We've been stopping. We had basically 3 stops all season during the regular season to, I think, stopping the Rainmakers 3-4 times in the game, and Flagma's sack, I think we had 3 or 4 picks alone in that game. So I think the chemistry on our defense has significantly improved over the season and throughout the playoffs.
If we go back into the last week's matchups, you guys took on Flagma Sac, which was, they were lucky to have 6 at the end of the day. I mean, the guys were strolling in. It wasn't their best 6. I mean, we could talk about that. I mean, I haven't been the biggest Demons fan all season long, and maybe you guys have used that to your advantage, motivating yourself. One thing is for sure, Finest played a really good D-Boys team. Do you think, Keyshawn, that prepares you better for the finals than Demons are at this point?
No, not really. I think the Demons have a lot of confidence coming into this game because they beat a team that everybody was laughing at them for losing with 5 guys. So I know they really enjoyed sticking and proving to the league that they're here. They're really a good team in the end. So their confidence is at an all-time high. So and we just battled. We just came out of a dogfight with the D-Boys. So it's pretty much the same thing to me. I don't think there's any advantage for us at all. So
do you look at this game as if you've never played Demons before, as if it's a brand new team, knowing the guys?
We never played Demons in the finals. We never played Carmine in the finals. So that's going to be pretty fun for us. When we're in the finals, man, it feels like, I know people say this all the time, but it feels like the first time. All you want to do is get out there and play, and you know that it's your one game, your one play, you're a few plays away from being crowned the champion.
So on that subject, because you said that it's the first time you guys are seeing Carmine in the final. So in the finals, you faced Nincheri, Byers, Kastner, Chenard, and Puliche. Where does Carmine rank on that list?
I would say Carmine is the best quarterback on that list, but Hurricanes, the year that Hurricanes blew us out was the best team we ever played against, and that was the greatest performance by a quarterback, goes to Rick, but Carmine is the best quarterback from that class.
I'm gonna ask you both and that's a good point. I mean, Carmine is a really good quarterback, but on another note here, I just want to know. Both of you, Vinny, you might be new to A or Division 1 in the winter.
Aside from playing for old school.
Yeah, fine, okay, but Keyshawn, you're new to Division 1. So do you still get like pre-game jitters? Do you get nervous before games, especially like a game like this one in the finals? With all the experience you have.
I mean, if you're a competitor, if you're a baller, you're gonna get. I wouldn't really call them jitters or anything like scared, any butterflies, meaning like you're scared or anything, but butterflies of excitement, you know.
You get eager.
You get eager, and you're ready to go. You know, it's when you walk in the stadium, you know it's a trophy is not far away. You know, so yeah, I would say it's butterflies, but not really out of fear, but it's more excitement.
And Vinny, how do you feel going in this game?
I fully agree with what Keyshawn just said. I mainly play offense, so it's eager, man. As soon as you get that first pass or that first ball thrown your way, then you know it's on. You're ready.
And speaking of that, meaning Keyshawn, now you play both ways, but you've played seasons where you were only a defensive player, and now Vinny, you're an offensive player. If you're an offensive player and you don't get a ball for a long time on O, do you feel like you kind of tune out? And the same thing for Keyshawn. If you don't get a play going your way, do you kind of get taken out of that game, or do you feel like you're looking for action, you're unable to find it? Do you get tuned out?
Absolutely not, man. Your quarterback's going out in the matchups. I play quarterback lower divisions as well, but you take up the easy matchup. You see the guy open, you throw it to him. As a receiver, you're always ready. You never know. Sometimes you'll be covered tight and he'll throw it. Sometimes he'll be wide open and he won't. Just gotta always be ready.
And Keyshawn, for yourself in the seasons, you've played only one way.
Are we talking defensive side or offensive side?
Defensively, yeah, defensively.
Well, defensively, you always want to get involved. It's always a good thing to get your hands on a ball, make a defensive play or a tackle. You always want to get involved. You don't have to get a stop on defense to know that you're doing well. If the quarterback is pump faking and you know that you bumped him to a different read, you know you're affecting the game, and you don't have to touch the ball really or get a pick or anything like that. But all you have to do is affect the game by what you see or what you're making the quarterback see.
What's your take on the smack talk that everyone's been talking about that the Demons delivered to the Finest during the D-Boys game and afterwards?
Well, believe it or not, the Demons have been talking for a long time.
I don't believe that.
They've been talking on the internet. They've been talking to guys, and we've been hearing it that this team was going to be built to beat us. Now, when the playoffs started, I'll tell you what, I picked the Demons to go to finals. Because experience and whoever, even if Express had made it, that last team is always the dangerous team, especially if they had experience. So even if it was Express or Demons that made it, I know that slot right there wasn't going to be an easy out. You had to really bring it, and I'm not surprised at all that the Demons are in the finals.
Earlier on, actually, in the Div 4 podcast, Vinny actually said concerning his team in Division 4 that speed is overrated, that in the end, experience brings it all home. Do you see that that's a little bit more key here as well, Vinny?
Yeah, I do. I do definitely think that. Honestly, caught me off guard on that question. Montreal Finest have a lot of experience. Demons have a lot of experience. So I really just think it's going to be who's going to be in the right spot at the right time to make that play defensively. And the two quarterbacks have enough experience, no speed. They're not runners. So we'll see what they can find the right matchups they like. So bless you.
Bless you, peace.
Yeah, bless you, peace. I'm a big fan of experience myself, and especially in certain moments, like experiencing a championship, whether you win it or not, at least getting a feel for how everything goes, the day, the media, whatever, everything that's going on. And that's why I broke it down in my article in terms of individual championships. And that's just championships that people have won. Now, Finest has 55 as a team in terms of championships, and that's not counting the ones that they've lost. Vinny, do you feel like you guys maybe lack a little bit of experience going up against Finest?
Not really. A lot of our guys have never played indoors or haven't played many seasons indoors. JP, Ryan Hector, a lot of these guys are outdoor players, so they have a lot of these guys have a lot of experience outdoors in tournaments, playing years and years. So just because they don't have the indoor championship doesn't mean they don't have the experience playing the game.
And on the flip side, I have a question for Keyshawn. Do you feel that early on in the season, losing Don and losing Rashdi, do you feel like that was advantageous for the team, the remodeling of the offense, adding speed in different positions? Do you feel like that was a positive turning the page, or maybe you guys lost some experience, or was that a positive thing or a negative thing for that?
Well, we definitely lost some experience, which was a negative thing. But we always knew it was a possibility back in our minds because we knew Raji was really moving up the ranks in Div 2. So we didn't wait until it happened to prepare. We already had it lined up just in case something like this happened. So right away we have a few guys that want to play with us. So when Raji was gonna move up to Division 1, we already had Mike lined up. Mike was ready to jump on board, and we were excited about it because he adds that speed element. So does it make us better? I don't know. We're still undefeated. That's all. That's the only thing that matters.
At the end of the day, the W is all that matters, right?
That's right.
Vinny, on the Demons side, because you can't get away with this one saying you don't know the team as well, what's the matchup that the Demons are going to look to exploit on the Finest?
Whoever Carmen finds open. There's no matchup. I don't know left to right who their defense is. Whoever Carmen sees a matchup he likes, he'll take it. That's what we're going to exploit. There's no specific matchup.
The defensive guru, who would you key in, if anybody, on offense for Demons?
Well, because they were missing half of their players and we didn't really play them at their full potential, I don't even know what they're going to throw at us. So I see some alignment. Sorry, go ahead.
Sean Kennedy, Vinny Galano, Paul LaPierre,
Robbie Robinson.
Yeah, Robbie's the guy on the team, the one guy on the team that could cause us problems in the one-on-one matchups. Everybody else is not really bothersome to us, but we got to know where Robbie is at all times. We got to limit Robbie's big plays. They try to get size in the inside, and they want to bang. We're ready to bang if they want to bang on the inside.
Any other questions, Jerry?
What's the difference in this game? What's going to make the Finest the team that comes out with the trophy?
Well, we got 40 stacked against each other, so we know how to win them in 10 different ways. I'll tell you what, when we were down in last week's game, I kid you not, when 2 plays left in the half, we came back to the huddle laughing and said we've been down before, and the next play was a score. So we know how to win them 10 different ways. Our confidence is a la max, and I think we just never get down on each other. We always know we can come back. We've been down 28. We've been down many.
And that's a great insight on being in the huddle, on being inside Finest huddle. Because from the sideline, it was the first time for me seeing you guys being down like this. But I knew deep down inside, I knew it. It's just, even if you go into a cover 3 with the ball that Kevin throws and with your speed outside, that throw is still possible. And how do you feel catching that ball, knowing that they're going to be in cover 3 and catching that fade down in the end zone? Like, how does that feel for you, having that quarterback on your side?
A little bit more on that huddle was when Kev called the play, and he gave me the deep route. I looked at him maybe twice, and I said, send it. And he looked back at me, and I looked him dead in his eye, and I said, I don't care, send the ball. And he threw it right in the pocket corner. I mean, it went right. If it was tackled, if I had a helmet on, I would have never been able to catch it. He dropped it right in the corner pocket. It was one of the best throws we ever seen. That's a legendary play for us.
Vinny, tell us why it's time for an upset.
It's due. They're due. That's all I got.
They're due? Vinny, is there any way...
Can we make T-shirts that say that? Just they're due.
Hashtag they're due. It's time. Vinny, tell me
well,
why.
That's what I'm going to say. Why it's time for an upset.
Vinny, why is Demons going to win?
They're too good. What do you want to tell you?
They're too good? That's why you're going to win?
They're too good. That's why we got to beat them. They're due for a loss.
So, Keyshawn, seeing that Demons doesn't seem to be full of confidence, tell me why they're going to even be in this game. Or tell me how you're going to remove them from this game.
Well, basically, we're going to wait. We're going to be very patient on both sides of the ball. Our offense, we're going to take what they give. Defense, we're going to see what they're going to bring at us because we haven't seen this new formation they have with Paul snapping and Kennedy. That's going to be a lot of fun. They've been talking. Now, I guess I don't think Vinny was one of the guys talking. I wish one of the guys that were talking were on this. But they've been talking. We know who's been talking, and they're nice guys. But in that 45 minutes, I mean, it's gonna be high energy and trash talking and up in your face.
I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm excited to watch this game. I mean, Paul told Nathan to go lift weights. If there's one thing you don't want is Nathan lifting weights. I mean, go tell him to go eat McDonald's. I mean, I'm excited. I've got nothing else. I want to thank you both.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt. Thank you both for being patient, for sticking through all this, and for being here tonight. I'm excited for this game. It's going to be a really, really good game. I've been figuring out for Demons all season long, and I still think we're going to be able to make this a good game. Keyshawn, I believe in Finest. I want to wish you both good luck. I'm going to be there.
Hey, Vinny, make sure all that alcohol is out your system, man. All right.
Vinny, just drink water. Tell you guys to drink water. You know, Gatorade.
Hey, go happy.
Yeah.
With that, we'll be seeing you on Saturday. Vince and I will both be there doing the live play-by-play. It without a doubt is the most exciting game in FPF. Division I finals. You have the best players in Quebec facing off, and honestly, I can't wait.
And that was the truth, my friends.
All right, guys.
Vinny.
Guys,
take care, boys.
Thank you so much.